I'm my father's son!
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to some more 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross, and in today's video I'm going to be talking about if you should play this game. Now, I'm sure you've seen quite a few YouTubers, obviously myself, covering this game quite a bit, playing a lot actually. I mean, I'm really grinding the story mode. I've done some summons, I've got some free-to-play cards that I'm working on getting to SSR and eventually UR status, and the grinding in the game is honestly really fun, and that's one thing I feel like Gacha games easily miss out on. Case in point, Dokkan. If you compare, well, first of all, I'm not trying to compare this game to Dokkan. Dokkan is another monster, I know this, but in terms of the gameplay and grinding style, I don't really have fun with grinding Dokkan. I'm there collecting orbs, moving on maps. If it's not an Extreme Z Awaken, or if it's not the World Tournament or something, I am on maps, grinding through, trying to get through to get the boss, which is only going to be like a 7 medal drop. That can be really tedious, really annoying, and just honestly, I can't even deal sometimes. This game, now it might be because it's new and it's refreshing and I'm not tired of it thus far, but the gameplay is really interesting, really fun, really enjoyable, and it's visually stimulating. Now, the visual stimulating part will come when they're going to do their ultimate attacks. I don't have one on the screen to showcase you guys, but the super attacks in this game is so clean. And when I say clean, if I were to rank these super attacks in terms of all Gacha games, it would be up there. Obviously, right now, I think Dokkan is #1 in terms of super attack animation because it's like copy and paste from what's in the literal anime. Freaking insane. But this game, like the way they go about it, and the way they present their super attacks are so amazing. And what I love is that this game has combination attacks. Now, I don't have a combination attack example for you guys, but you know, something that a lot of players have been asking for in Naruto Blazing is bring combination attacks in the game, which is something in Naruto Storm 4. Obviously, it's not in Blazing, but if it was in Blazing, that would be freaking fire because the combination attacks are just stupendous, and I just feel like they did it so well. And what they're doing right now actually is it looks like they're using characters that have some similarity to execute a super attack off. For example, King and Diane. If you watch the anime, spoilers, you should have seen the anime by now if you're interested in watching this video, obviously. But in the anime, they had this kind of interesting history to where King was actually part of her life when she was a kid, but then she kind of lost her memory of him, but they have a tie. And it's cool how they took that tie, their connection in the anime, and they brought it to the game in a form of their combination super attacks. Freaking awesome, freaking amazing. And I just think it's such a good, clean, professional touch on the game because it just adds that, you know, that layer of nostalgia, I want to say, if you have watched the entire series, which at this point, we do have season 3 out. Wait, is it season 3 or season 2 out? Either, I think it's season 3 or 2. I think it is season 2, right? I don't even know. If you've seen the anime, then you have that nostalgia factor because obviously you've probably gravitated towards the characters, you understand the storyline, so there's a bit of that going on, and you get a bit of that as well when you're playing the game. Now, what they're doing with the waifus, they are risky with it. There's a certain mission when you need to destroy Diane's like earth pillars. You get to play with her for a little bit, and as she runs, you know, she kind of jiggles. They really love to play with the females. I don't mean like that in this game in terms of like exploiting them like that, which I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna, like, that picture over there. That picture over there with King holding Diane is literally from this game. That's the combination attack screenshot in this game, and her shit is out. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm gonna take it as a good thing, but perhaps some parents might look at this game and say, I don't really want my kid to be playing this game, being exposed to that. But I mean, tatas are everywhere. Tatas are part of life. How can you not be exposed to it? But that's just one fact I want to also just touch on. And a big thing as well, which I feel like this is what really killed Naruto Voltage, Naruto X Boruto Ninja Voltage. the super attacks animation. Naruto Voltage has literally the worst summoning animation I've ever seen in any gacha game. It is a frog. You take your finger, you pull the frog's tongue, and you thus summon a character. It is dumb. It just doesn't make any sense at all. Versus in this game, bro, like, what can I say about the super attack? So you have Meliodas, okay? He's either going to be in his normal form, his demon form, or like half demon form. And you have to literally do a beam struggle with this big, massive beast. And, you know, a couple things can happen. You can win the beam struggle, you can tie the beam struggle, or you can lose the beam struggle. Now, something I don't like is that the animations aren't exactly clear to what you're going to pull. Because, for example, I won the beam struggle. Meliodas was in his demon form, and I got a freaking R. I don't understand. How are you gonna win the beam struggle being in his demon form, but you pull an R? But when you lose the beam struggle, you pull an SSR. I don't understand. Like that. But what even is that? But I guess it's just something for us to get used to. Perhaps it's their way of trolling, which I can see the humor. I can see it. But the summoning animations are on point. The super attack animations are on point. The combination super attacks are on point. The grind thus far is not boring. It's not annoying. And they kind of have almost a, I don't want to say roaming aspect, because you're not really roaming the world. But you do get to enter. It's kind of like sort of online integral factor. If you play that game, you know, that game does have a bit more roaming, I would say. But you actually get to enter the town and walk around and talk to certain people and go to different merchants and, you know, just accept quests from actual people instead of having, you know, like, for example, a quest list you just click through. So I love that they actually implemented that as well, to where you have some moving mechanic in the game, not just like stagnant to where you just click an event and enter. That's really freaking awesome. I love that. We do have the click events in enter, but for the most part, you do have a bit of roaming like you saw earlier in the video. And you have like a hub as well. I love the fact they have like this little hub, which is the his like little bar that's top of the pig. I don't remember what it's called actually, but you go there and that's kind of where you get your login bonus every day, your login rewards, which is really, really cool. So I love the movement. I love the fighting mechanic. I love the gameplay, and this as well. So this little like card mechanic that you use to attack, you can actually implement strategy into that. And what I mean is that you can see down below, I have some cards that are one star, 2-star, and I can eventually upgrade a card into a 3-star. And I'm going to try to showcase that right now for you guys if I can actually get 2 other cards to pair up. But essentially what you're going to do is that you take one star card and 1-star card, and when they meet, they automatically go to 2-star, like you just saw. It's easy. You just have to create a path for those 2 cards to meet, and they will combine. Now, to get a card to go into a 3-star, which I'm trying to showcase right now, but I'm not having much luck with it. You need 2 2-star cards to then meet, and they will combine to a 3-star. And obviously, once you combine the rarity of the card, you do more damage, which is really cool. So once again, I can kind of add some strategy into PvP, because, you know, perhaps you want to hold off on using certain cards until you're able to accumulate 2 or 3-star cards. Thus, you'll attack and thus have a stronger, you know, damage output. Now, this is going to be one right here. So if I actually pop this, that's the ultimate. I'm going to showcase that for you guys. And by removing this, bam, that's a 3-star card. We're going to be doing more damage. It's going to be nasty, and we're going to just clean up the boss and clean up the mobs faster. This is an ultimate attack from this specific character, and it's really cool. He literally just slices you down the middle. Like, all the super attacks, even the SR super attacks, are freaking on point. Yo, that damage though, what? All the attacks are on point, which is freaking amazing. Like, even the most irrelevant side characters in this anime, they give relatively good, clean looking super attacks too. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. One thing that I really want to mention, that I have been getting questions on, just on Twitter, you're probably not going to be able to use vendors on this game. You're probably not going to be able to use discounted stones on this game, because the company that makes this game isn't Bandai. It is Netmarble, I believe. They ban. Typically, when they make a game, they ban in their games for this service. So I don't want to risk trying to use a service on my account to test this out, but I'm pretty sure if you do use a service, you will get banned. So just saying, you're either gonna have to be free to play permanently forever, or just casually pay to play, or just, if you don't care if you have like that, just go all pay to play. Which the pay to play, if you're gonna buy, I don't think they're priced any differently in comparison to other games. It's pretty much the same thing, to be honest. But the game does give you a good amount of diamonds, and the cost to summon isn't, you know, your traditional 50 stones or 50 pearls. It's actually 30 diamonds. So, you know, obviously, you know, I say discount, but this game doesn't give you stones like that in comparison to how Dokkan will give you stones like that. So you probably aren't going to be able to accumulate as much if you're comparing this to other games. But at the same time, you have to understand that you're spending less per multi. And we actually do have one free, well, not free, but it's a daily discount single per day, which is only 1 diamond. The typical single will cost you 3. So we do get the 1 per day, which I do recommend you guys do, because currently right now, I think pulling an SSR is, what is the percentage? I think the individual rate per SSR is 1%. But I don't know what the overall pool is. But I've seen people pull SSRs on singles. So definitely possible. We're going to do this. Probably should, can I actually reset? Oh, wow. Yeah, so that's the thing as well. So let's say you accidentally put a card there. Oh, I didn't want to put that card. I messed up. What a mistake. You actually have this reset button right here where you can just refresh and you don't use your 3 turns. So you can still go ahead and put 3 cards on the field. Although you made a mistake play. So this game doesn't really penalize you for making mistakes. You have the option to restart and refresh and still have your 3 goals, which is nice. Really, really nice. This game thus far looks pretty free to play. They are giving you quite a bit of SRs and even SSRs just from grinding the game, which is freaking awesome. We're going to use King Sunflower move. I love it. Love the freaking move. But yeah. So you pretty much can be free to play forever, but they do have the PvP aspect, which I really haven't tried PvP yet because I don't have my units at UR. I want to go ahead and UR them before I try to hop into PvP, trying to beat anyone in that mode. So I'm gonna try to UR my characters, probably put a PvP video for you guys a little later on. But they do have PvP, really freaking awesome. Not all games come out with PvP. For example, Blazing, you know, they introduced PvP a year in the game. Dokkan is 4 years in with no PvP, so you know, for a game to now have PvP, just, you know, makes the game obviously have that competitive element. And if a game is trying to survive solely on PvE content, then it needs to either be really, really good PvE, or the summoning and collection aspect needs to be on point. Like, for example, Dokkan doesn't have any PvP. The PvE is tedious and somewhat a little boring at times, but the summons literally keep that game alive. This game not only has the amazing summoning aspect, but as well it does have PvP and a good PvE system as well. So you literally have the best of every single world. Now downfalls, I haven't really run into downfalls per se, other than maybe the vendor thing. You can't purchase discounted stones or discounted diamonds in this case. That can be a downfall, not a downfall, depending on how you look at it. If you're someone that only purchases currency from vendors and you don't buy it in game, then obviously that's a downfall for you. But if you're not and you don't care about that, then obviously it doesn't affect you at all. So downfall number 1, you know, you can't buy vendors, obviously. Downfall number 2, the best card in the game is literally behind a paywall. So it's a little annoying, but I mean, you know, they have to reward their pay to win players somehow, right? And it's only fair if you're putting money in the game that you are rewarded more than someone who's not, because these games make their money and keep their longevity based off of how much people like myself spend. So if we don't spend any money, then the game is going to be kind of whatever. Probably not going to get much great updates, and probably it's going to die off. And yeah, we really just don't want that to be a thing. So I understand. Can I not click this, bro? There we go. I was like, what even is going on right now? Yeah, there we go. And yeah, beautiful. So yeah, it's just fair that if you're going to pay for the game, you get more. So I'm fine with that. So yeah, overall, I think it's a great game. Now, I'm going to talk about global in another video. Right now, there is no global version. but we're going to be discussing the comings of global and, you know, when that's going to happen and what's going to be going on with global. So that's going to be another video, but I just want to go over a complete kind of summary of the game and if you should play. If I were to rate this game, I honestly would give it maybe 8 out of 10. The only reason why it is not a 10 out of 10 is literally because I feel like they could have probably done more with how they have the missions and just more so the aesthetics of that. I don't mind how we collect the mission rewards and stuff like that, but it's more so the aesthetics of it. It kind of gives me this One Piece Treasure Cruise feel, and I don't really like that game at all. So I'm not knocking this game at all, but it's just literally the aesthetics of it. Like, everything is perfect. It's just the aesthetic of that one portion that I'm just like, about. Why am I doing this same event over and over and over again? Like what even is my life right now? Can I like do something else? I'm gonna hop into something else. Okay, all this cleared. Let me hop down here and get myself a diamond. I think I was doing the same event like 10 times just now. I don't even know. But overall, guys, the game is really fun. I do recommend. I think everyone. Wait, what is this? What? Mario Brothers? Okay. Bruh. What am I doing? Oh, my lantern. Wait, how do I... Wait, how do I... Oh, do I tap? Oh, this is... Bro. Oh, fudge. Can you go up? Can you go up? Can you go up? Sorry, my gameplay cut out on me. I don't know what happened there. Freaking OBS, man. But I won the mode. I got a diamond. Got some coins as well. That was really fun, man. I felt like I was playing Mario Kart. Like Mario Brothers, like almost like a Yoshi kind of game there. But that just adds to the fun of it, man. So overall, I give this game a solid 8 out of 10. I feel like if you want to play the game, go ahead. There is a global version, so I understand why you might not want to hop into it because there's only JP right now. Now that everyone wants to deal with the translations and, you know, understand what's going on. But for the most part, I mean, the game isn't that difficult to understand. So really up to you guys. But anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. Did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, share, comment down below. If you're not subscribed, make it a thing. Sub to the boy, and I'll see you next time.